Hello and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS in the Scarlet Owl Tavern. My name is Winona and I'll be playing Winona today, and I'm with a amazing, wonderful, talented, friend.
Well, I'm gonna blow up. Hi, I'm Tara Penguin. You can call me Pengu because that's my name. I'm playing Arden.
Yeah. And today's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some shenanigans afoot. So,
Yes.
how is Arden today? What are they doing when they first wake up?
Oh, when they first wake up, so like 11 a.m. is they wake up at like 9 and then spend 2 hours just in bed doing nothing, and then they finally get out of bed at 11. They have depression. It's okay. They'll be okay. First thing they do, food.
Nice. You go out and say, can you make a perception check as you walk out of your room?
Will do, boss. What's your perception, sweet thing? Perception. Pretty decent. That is a 8.
Nothing seems to be wrong. No one seems to be out in the hallway right now as you head to the kitchen area to get something to eat.
Yeah. What did they grab to eat? I don't know what they grabbed to eat. First thing they see that looks decent.
Let's just say there's a box of donuts someone set out.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. They're going to crack that open first thing.
Out of curiosity, what kind of donuts does Arden like? What did they choose out of this menagerie?
Picky? Just like not jelly.
There's definitely all sorts of things that are not jelly.
Yay. They'll probably grab a sprinkled one.
Nice.
On their first instinct. But yeah, they're not picky. They'll grab whatever's there.
Nice.
As long as it's not jelly.
Nice. Do you want to make another perception check?
Yes. Arden, sweet thing, please. I know you just woke up. Please, 6. Now 1. They are still half asleep, evidently.
Apparently. You say Arden sees nothing. But in the background, for us audience members, they notice in the background a weird, book.
Stalking them like some sort of creature. Arden's just talking to themselves as they do, just donut. Donut. And then they start walking back to their room, at least 2 donuts in hand.
Nice. And you're walking back with your two donuts in hand, and it's by this time that what's your passive perception?
What is my passive? How does one calculate passive again? I always forget.
Passive perception is your wisdom plus 10. Like your wisdom bonus, then plus 10.
Their passive perception is 15.
Arden, as you walk back to your room, you hear slight, because you just made it. You hear a bit of shuffling from behind you.
just still like half awake, turn around.
Arden, say, give me 1 second. I'll post it in the tabletop rolling. Arden,
Awesome.
yeah. Arden sees it's a book that looks like this on the ground.
Ah.
As you
Is
get,
it?
sorry, you go.
I just want to ask because I know the limitations of colored pencils. Is it supposed to be gold or yellow?
Yes.
Just
It
is supposed to be gold.
Yes. The
and
cover looks to
shiny.
be a
Okay.
very The cover looks to be a very shiny gold. You can't tell if it's real gold or not, but there's like sort of like amber gems that are at the points of each of the star, along with just gold metal on the two corners of the bookend, which is highlighted by the purple accents of inked flowers and some nice embroidery along the spine.
Beautiful. They kind of have a staring contest with this thing for a second. Swallow their bite of donut and just go,
The book is just there, acting like a normal book, as if someone just accidentally dropped it.
They keep walking back to their room.
As you turn your back on this book, not paying any mind to it whatsoever, you then hear that shuffling again as you walk.
They stop walking but don't look behind them immediately.
The shuffling stops.
Okay. Slow turn.
I'm actually going to roll something for the book really quickly. Let's see. Damn, that's pretty good for the book. You said your passive is 15, right?
Yeah.
The book is gone.
Shoves the entire of the second donut into their mouth, swallows it in or finishes it in one bite, and just go, okay, I gotta wake up.
You're standing alone in this hallway. You stand seemingly alone in this hallway.
Alone, seemingly. How do they detect a book? Seek.
You can always roll investigation.
That's a good idea. They'll investigation. $19.
Let me roll for the book stealth. You wouldn't believe what the book rolled. It rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
But I also rolled another dice, and as you have no idea where this book went, you thought you maybe had it because there's a potted plant in the hallway, so you look behind it, but it's not there.
Rick, there's nothing behind this conveniently book-shaped potted plant. I don't know where else to look.
You do, however, by chance, because I did roll another set of dice, you do hear footsteps coming down the other, not from where the kitchen, but the other side of the hallway, and you see another patron of the tavern turn the corner, though you say you've probably seen her around, but you don't know her name. But you see Winona, turning around the corner.
They whip their head around because, like, footsteps. Books don't have footsteps.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Oh, hello. Good morning. Well, yeah, it's still morning, I think. Sort of like looks at their wrist and it looks at the time. Yeah, still morning.
Close enough, yeah. Hi.
Whew. Hey, you haven't seen a book around here, have you?
Matter of fact, I have.
Ooh, where? Say where? I've been looking for it. It's a gold. It's a gold. Looks like a pure gold book. It has some like amber-looking jewels on it.
Yeah, the little flowerties.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was stalking me like a creep. I don't think books are normally supposed to do that. Does that one normally do that?
Are you a magic user?
Yeah.
Yeah, this book does.
Awesome.
But it should be fine. I mean, looks around.
It's not gonna like eat me or something, is it?
It's too small to eat you.
You have the. So you're saying that if it could, it would.
More like your magic, it would be interested in more than you yourself.
They make like a grimace.
It's all right though. They usually don't munch off magic too often. Like, she sort of like does the sort of pull around the collar. It's like it doesn't like exactly hurt. Maybe a slight prick.
So, like, theoretically, what if a guy were kind of made out of magic? Kind of, sort of.
Damn, you're made out of magic?
Kind of, sort of. It's like a wish thing. It's weird, and I don't fully know my deal. But I'm gestures at self. I ain't exactly normal, if you could tell by the glowing.
I mean, you do look awesome. But you are indeed unique.
Thanks.
As you can see, sort of just points itself, just normal Toon.
Yeah.
Though.
So is your book gonna eat me?
I mean, maybe in this case, technically, kind of, but it doesn't have much of
Sick.
I mean, can you roll another perception for me?
Sick. 21.
You gotta be fucking joking. This thing rolled another nat 20!
No.
And that means it gets sneak attack.
It's a rogue.
In this case, yes.
The book is a rogue.
But don't worry, it's only 2d4s.
Is it going to eat me?
So, Arden, as you're talking to this Toon that you haven't even really introduced yourself to either.
They're not great at that.
Yeah. You then feel a sudden bite on your arm. And you take 7 damage as you then see this this thing latched to your arm, and let me just pull out and let me just spoiler it for some possible scopo.
Yeah. It bites Arden, and Arden just like they make a sound sort of like the one I did. and like frantically shake their arm.
Yeah, as this book for people to know is appeared with with 5 eyes that say sort of like glow like amber that have like slits to them, with their bookmark sort of becoming a tongue, and their cover is gold, but now remember sort of a scaly pattern with its corners having like pseudo fangs as it bites onto Arden and it starts sucking some of its magic out of it.
Yeah, they are just shaking their arm like one would when being bit by a strange creature.
Yeah, and why not sort of just making sort of a ah too and like
Your book
starts.
is eating me, your book is eating me, your book is eating me, your book
I'm
is
sorry,
eating
I'm
me.
sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Jewel is new to the world. As she pulls
It's a name, sick!
as she pulls on the book, and I'm gonna roll to see this like if she's able to pull it off them. Oh yeah, definitely. With a 14 for sure. Why not pulls the book off Arden's arm, and but it scribbles like it squirms out of their grip and starts sort of like book hopping away.
Book hopping.
I'm sorry. That's my new magical item that Chloe made me. It's called this. Sorry. It's a spellcaster tome. It's partially made out of a mimic.
And Chloe made that? Chloe made that?
With my help, I defeated a treasure mimic not too long ago, and I wanted a new magic item, and I heard about this cool idea for a spell tome that I could use to cast some extra magic. However, I did not predict that it kind of turned like into its pseudo own creature when it wants to.
Uh-huh.
And it technically eats magic.
Uh-huh. Ow.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm
It's okay. It's okay.
Also, Pengu, what magical items does Arden have on them?
What magical items does Arden have on them? They have the Pekin the home key that they've never used, but from Scarlet.
You you pat yourself down and you realize as they were trying to get away from you, they stolen the key. The book stole the key.
Totally fine. Okay. Okay. How did I get that out of my pocket from biting my arm?
It loves
It's magic.
Yeah, it loves magic. And apparently being a troublemaker. It's technically attuned to me, and it kind of listens. I mean, it does listen to me, but also sometimes just does this when it's feeling bored.
So like a cat.
Yeah, kind of like a cat.
Kind of like a cat. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Look. Say
No,
my
it's
name.
okay.
Say my name is Winona, and I'm so sorry about all this.
It's okay, Winona. Arden, hi.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Arden.
It's okay. I just don't want to be eaten.
It will calm down once it's like has its full of magic, but I want to make if you can help me find it again, and like let me capture it, so it doesn't cause any more trouble for this morning.
Yeah, I can do that. It also stole my key. So I kind of like that back.
Is it a magic key?
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably fine. It's probably gonna go off and try to find a place to hide to gnaw on the key and suck some of its magic out. Like it's not gonna turn it innate, but it at least it's found its like breakfast for the morning.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's the good news.
feel like I just woke up and I downed 2 donuts and now I've been bit. I'm having a great morning. Let's find that thing.
I'm sorry about this. They want say
I am. If I were distressed, you would know. Trust me, I'm okay.
uh, still. I'm still getting used to this new magic item slash creature thing that I have. It hasn't it's been more unruly than I thought.
Yeah.
Ugh. Jeez, I just hate making a bad first impression.
It's okay. Me too. I. You, you're okay.
Ugh. So,
I promise this is far from the worst bad impression I've seen.
uh, thanks. So, how long have you been here at the tavern?
I'm bad at time, and also that's a complicated question.
Why not just nod? I get it. I get it. Say that's fair enough. Say say I've been here for a little bit, but I'm still trying to figure out everything. And yeah,
Yeah, me too. Me
uh,
too.
now let's see. Where do you want to look first? It probably wants to go somewhere dark to hide out and stuff. Do you have any ideas? Say where a good quiet place maybe?
They shrug.
Uh, this sort of way.
I'll. It's your book. I'll follow you.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out. And why not just say, I'm gonna roll a d4 for directions. All right, go north. He's like, let's try the upstairs. Let's try the upstairs broom closet. That's sort of a quiet place. It's when it goes up there. Follows the path up there.
Yes. Closets. Perfect place for snacking.
Yeah.
They follow.
Well, at least I rather fight this than the caffeinated rat I had to fight. With Lewis a while back.
What was that? Did you say caffeinated rats?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it might have been another word other than caffeinated, but it caffeinated. Okay, that's honestly surprisingly normal.
It felt like it went very the rat was very quick.
That was very quick. That makes sense, caffeinated, but yeah. Surprisingly normal in the sense that not like an enchanted creature.
True, but it sure looked like a bullet that was as it ricocheted off the walls.
Awesome.
Yeah, as you go upstairs, through the hallways, and you get to the broom closet area. You go up there and let's roll for investigation.
Investigation. Okie dokie. Elf.
All right. Looks like they got similar rolls as Winona got 13.
Okay.
As you look around the broom closet, you don't really see any sign of the book, nor nor any signs that it was here in the first place.
I don't detect any books.
I don't think I detect any books either. Ugh.
Granted, I'm not very versed on how to detect books.
I
We should
mean,
do more reading.
say reading's a lot of fun. Though I do the write. I actually write rather than, well, I kind of do both. Like, I'm a writer, is saying that's like sort of my main hobby, other than, well, adventuring. Well, adventuring is not a hobby for me. It's how I pay the bills. It's just
It's your day job.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Most of the time, I just say on my laptop, just writing my books and stories and worlds.
Heck.
Say, what about you?
I'm not doing a lot right now. But I draw, I guess.
Oh, that's awesome. What do you say? What do you like drawing?
um, they they do seem like sheepish, shy, you know.
What other
Well,
sort of?
that's not exactly the word, but more like embarrassed to be talking about their self.
I mean, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I was just more, curious to anything.
I guess people mostly.
Well, that's cool. So you just people watch and draw?
Yeah, a lot of that.
That's really cool. Nice.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to make small talk as we look for this darn book.
Okay, awesome. I'm bad at small talk.
I say, and that's fine too. I don't know. There's a lot of people here at the tavern, and I just want to get to know more. You know, I only have a few.
Yeah.
I only have a few friends.
Yeah, me too. I They just kind of clear their throat.
Yeah. Maybe we move on to to the next place. I don't know. Let's see. Where would they go? Um, maybe maybe the lab. That's where they.
I wouldn't call it. There's a lot of magic stuff in there. I wouldn't call it a quiet place for a snack exactly, but
It's also where it's been most comfortable. Say whenever I see a runoff,
Oh.
it's near the lab. Probably because that's where it was made.
Oh, that makes sense. This is home. It's home.
Yeah, at least it's second home other than my room, which I'm still getting used to.
Yeah. So it's just like a little critter, like creature, like a cat, huh?
Yeah. Basically, I didn't know what this thing would be like when it was first created. But apparently I adopted a cat that is in the shape of a book.
Cat in the shape of a book. Awesome.
I mean, it's better than. I'd rather have this. This is better than Susan getting out.
Woo, Susan.
You know, I'll show you Susan later.
That's really scary, Winona.
Look, it's about this. It's just Susan's just a little bit bigger than Jewel. But they are a bit more aggressive.
That's really scary, Winona.
It's fine. It's in their habitat.
That's still really scary, Winona. I don't know if I want to see Susan without knowing what Susan is first, but we can cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, Winona starts leading them to the labs. Like, Susan's a bug.
Okay, I'm not good with bugs.
Yeah, then maybe not. Say stay. Maybe say stay away from my room and Susan. Like people can like come in and look at Susan if they want. It's like they're not really normal for a bug because they're not. It's complicated. As Winona sort of just now is the one sort of like bashfully and just holding, say, sort of biting their tongue and looking away.
You said she was big? Big bug?
Comparatively, she's about the size of an actual cat.
Okay. I guess that's not too bad. But when I think of big bug, I think of like a car.
That's fair.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. Yeah, say Susan isn't that big. She's about the size of a cat.
Okay. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Susan's a really that's a sweet name for a bug. That's a sweet name for a bug.
Yeah, but she's also has a mean streak. She has like large pincer mandibles that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she flies.
Oh. Bad.
Yeah. She's a bit of a bitch. my curse words.
That's fine. I just didn't. You didn't strike me as a swearer.
You say sort of like blushes and rubs the back of their head. Only a few times.
Okay. I mean, yeah, same.
But yeah, you go up to the lab area, and say at the moment everything looks pretty clear. If you want to roll another perception.
A perception. 18.
Oh, that's giving. That's only a 9 for Winona. But it does not beat the book as you look around throughout the lab. There's you see the different sections of the lab, and you start looking underneath tables and bookcases and everything, and Arden, you eventually hear a sort of a gnawing sort of metallic sort of like paper wrestling sort of metal hitting the ground sort of gnawing noise.
I hear nibbling. Winona?
Yeah?
I hear nibbling.
Oh, where? As you then turn the camera turns its attention to a bookcase with a opening near the ground, like it's like slightly raised off from the ground, and it's coming from underneath the bookcase. Or at least I should say the spell. Not a book. Well, it's a bookcase, but it also has like potion bottles and everything on it. Everything.
They will point.
Winona looks at it and sort of gives a thumbs up as they sort of like motion a be quiet, finger up their mouth, sort of, and a be quiet noise as they start to stealthily try to sneak over to the book.
Arden like follows beside.
Alright, Winona's not your best, but you at least have a decent modifier. That's a 13 for Winona. But it just beats the book at 12.
Yay!
As Winona slowly and steadily creeps over to the shelf and sort of like they are a UPAN, so they sort of flatten themselves to the ground and like slink over. and they see Jewel, this book, gnawing on the key, as it looks like it's like eating the key, but it's not really eating the key. Again, it looks more like gnawing, but it's like Winona knows, like, okay, they're just eating the magic off this key because they're hungry.
Yeah.
They're hungry.
As Winona gets an advantage on this grapple, which she will need because her strength is at -1.
Can I help grapple? I have a decent strength.
Yes, you may give them advantage if you wish.
Yeah, help action, help action.
Yeah. Yeah. Technically, they'd be using athletics, but that makes a straight 0, so we'll see what happens. All right, that's a bad start. That's a 2. Okay, that's an 18 for them.
Yay!
Let's see if this book can do any better. Nope. As Winona is like slowly slinking over to the book, is like her arms are out, and then she as Arden, you look out for them, and Winona like quickly grabs the book from underneath underneath the shelf, and Arden, you help once it's pulled out. It's like, gotcha, as the book sort of squirms in your grip as you two pull it out. Jewel, drop it, Jewel. You had your breakfast now. Drop it. As Winona as Winona tries to get this book to drop the jewel, drop the key, and let's see if it's cooperative. It is cooperative and does spit out the key.
Heck yeah.
However, what would be let's see, what would that be? Arden, could you possibly make a what would be the best way best way to do it? Can you make a athletics check for me?
Sure. What's your athletics? Pretty good. Dirty 20.
Nice. As you were helping Winona get this book underneath the shelf, you did notice that the shelf also sort of jiggled a bit, and the potion bottles started to rock around.
Oh god, Winona.
And let's see, you were able to dodge out of the way from the potion, one of the potion, thankfully it was only one potion bottle, but you were able to dodge out of the way for this potion bottle. But let's see if Winona is the same.
I, Pengu, want them to get potioned.
They do get potions, that's a 2.
Yay!
But also, so does the book. As, let's see, what potion is it? Let's play What Potion Is It? Let's see. Let me bring out my my generator. All right. I don't know what that spell does.
What is it?
1 second. So why don't I get hit with a potion that basically causes them to start dancing irresistibly.
Oh.
However, the book basically gives them a potion that allows them to have an illusion duplicate of themselves. As it then eyes Arden again. There's two to Arden, like to you, this book just duplicated itself for some reason. Because of this potion.
Yeah. They just like squeak and get like a little smaller.
Arden, you'll need to make another athletics as this book jumps at you. These two books jump at you. As they looked at each other, then looked at Arden and realized, 2 against 1, and our master can't do anything. Yeah, 15 will do it, as this book then these two books latch on to you.
They like scream.
Joel, say, get off of Arden, damn it! As they just sort of just like try to floss their way over, and they're just like they can't they are trying to grab onto the books using dance because they were basically hit with Otto's irresistible dance as a potion form. And Winona is just trying to grab these books off Arden.
It's just like on the ground, wailing as they are attacked by books.
Is there anything Arden wants to do to try to with this situation?
There's a lot they want to do, but I think they're just mentally exploding.
Let's get to choices. A, do you want to try to capture the books by hand? Do you want to kick the books off you? Or do you wish to try a third thing of your choosing? It's either...
Well,
Sorry, you go.
Are they going... I don't know what they're going to do besides try to flail the books off.
Alright, then you're just trying to kick the books off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, then. Let's see. Let's go with, let's say, flail. There's not a really good thing for flailing, but I will say, I'll let you argue athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay. Your acrobatics is actually better, sweet thing. Okay. $24.
Yeah, let's see, let me double check. Yep, you're able to easily, flail and kick the books off you as the books then, both the books then scurry out of the lab. And it takes a minute for Winona, but she eventually stops dancing.
Yeah, they're just like, they're the same. Also, that heavy breathing on their back on the floor.
Damn, there's 2 of them now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wino just like plops down on the ground also.
You alright?
I don't know what spell that is, but it was a high level spell, I think.
Uh-huh. I got bit by 2 books.
Are you hurt?
I'm more scared than anything.
Winona still nods, but still cast healing word on Arden as they take out what looks to be a fountain pen, but it looks as she sort of like waves it around, you notice that it's a wand. As she sort of she hums a little tune as she heals you for, get my D4, 7 HP.
So,
They give a big thumbs up.
Hopefully they won't split up.
Oh, don't say that.
But mimics are, at least when they're smaller, they're sort of social creatures in a way. So hopefully they will stay together.
Yeah. Hopefully.
This got a bit more exciting than I thought today.
Yeah.
Got at least my workout with that dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're still just on the floor.
Wano is just sitting next to them. The next time we see them, have a number, Mr. Nice, saying, number, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm just gonna try to blast them with my binding ice to freeze them in place, or maybe I just use my shadow puppet spell to hold at least one of them in place. And you can get the other.
Awesome. I don't have a lot of good, like, restraining spells. I can blind stuff, but I don't know how well that'd work on a book mimic.
I mean, it has eyes, so you could blind them.
I could blind them. Maybe I'll blind them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse you.
Thanks. But first things first, as Winona takes out a scrap piece of paper. Let's be smart about this. Let's actually find these books. As she basically casts locate object.
Awesome.
As the flavor of text is, Winona used the spell locate objects as they sort of scribble out a layout of say of the tavern, and it's sort of like and they sort of like get a ping of say the map sort of like once the map's drawn out, and Winona just like draws a little pictures of little pic of the book. Basically the book moves on its own and sort of like pings into a certain location of the of the tavern, which looks to be in this case is the food storage shed, the closet, the pantry.
Now
That's
it's going
the word.
to actual food. Okay.
Well, it's another sort of like similar to the other closet. This one's also sort of a dark sort of like private place. Probably got spooked after you kicked them.
I didn't kick them. I flailed wildly because I was being bit.
I mean, it's similar.
I guess in Rush it would seem pretty much the same. It's I don't kick things. I don't kick. That's not true. I have kicked things.
Why not? Fair.
Ow.
Is it still hurting? I can do another healing spell.
No, I just do that. It's okay. It's okay.
Just want to make sure you're all right.
That's very nice.
No problem. No problem.
I'm gonna explode. I'm not gonna explode. Okay.
Is that a thing you can do?
Yes, but only when I die. But sometimes I say I have a habit of saying that as just an expression of emotional distress, which scares people when they learn that I can't actually do that when I die. I'm not dying, I promise.
Is it like how's that work? Is it just like magical explosion? Like,
So do you know what a supernova is?
oh Jesus! Like I saw you sort of had a star aesthetic, but it's just like it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is it like the same power as a supernova, or is it just like general like fireball sort of a level explosion?
I don't know. I've never done it.
I mean, that's fair. You're still alive, and I don't want you to die. I'm just more curious now.
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't plan on dying.
I don't want you to plan on dying. I like you alive. You seem like a very nice person.
Thanks, man.
But man, it feels like everyone has something around here. You could possibly have a supernova. I somehow have a demon in my laptop, I think.
Whoa.
People are weird around here.
People are weird around here. A demon?
That's what. That's what. I don't know if it's an actual demon, but like someone went into my laptop and they thought they saw a demon in there. So I don't know because I haven't seen it myself.
So someone went into your laptop?
Yeah, it's a whole thing, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
That's kind of cool.
Look, if you want to look at the laptop after you can be my guest. I've been doing somewhat experiments with it because ever since I've come here, it's acted strange. Like it basically is everyone outside of this tavern. If you touch this laptop, except for me, for some reason, like it gives people madness. But then people started touching in here, like tavern people, and nothing happens. I don't know what's up with it.
Huh. So I probably shouldn't touch your laptop for reasons.
Why is that?
It's not a good thing for me to have madness. That's a bad thing. That's a bad thing.
No,
for
it
me.
won't give you madness because we're in the tavern. Because for some reason, every patron of the tavern can touch this laptop with no consequence.
Okay.
And I don't know why, because everyone else outside the tavern can't touch it, but everyone in here can. I don't know why.
Okay.
But maybe since you're made of magic, maybe you can feel out what kind of magic this is. See if it is actually demonic or not.
You say that like being made of meat makes you really good at knowing about what meat works. How meat works. Biology. That's not how that works.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. I'm just trying to figure this out for myself. And I didn't know if you could like feel out magic or not, but thank you for answering that.
You're welcome. Is there Arcana? Their Arcana is like they're okay, so they are actually really good at feeling out magic stuff. Their Arcana's a 9. Plus
Nice.
9.
Nice.
They undersell their self. It's in character.
Nice. Are you cool enough to keep on going?
Yeah, man.
Perfect. As Winona stands up as they follow the map.
The map.
The map.
Yeah, Arden follows.
Yeah. I am blanking on the character's name, who I'm trying to think about who touched the laptop, and I can't remember them right now.
Story?
I think it may have been Story, yes.
I think it was Story, yeah. I remember Story going through the torment nexus that is your laptop's firewall.
Yes, that's what it was, yes. I couldn't remember their name for a second, but Winona would have said, yeah, Story looked at the laptop and is saying, and they found they said it looked like at least looked like the shape of the demon, but we don't know if it's an actual demon or not.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you guys are led to the large food pantry area of where the kitchen is.
This is Arden in their head like, this is near where I blew a hole in the wall.
This is where
Awesome.
and Winona is like, and this is where we fought the caffeinated rat.
Oh. Sick.
As at least upon first, let's see how well the books are hiding first.
Okay.
Okay, we still need a roll. They're rolling. They're decently decently hidden.
Decently hidden. Okay.
So we roll our perceptions.
Yeah, perception or investigation.
Yeah.
Probably investigation with us because we're looking specifically for the books.
Oh, well, I got a 9 with perception. With my investigation modifier, that'd be lower.
Yeah, Winona at least beat them as they got a 14 and the books rolled a 12. As Winona looks around, they then hear the shuffling noises of the books behind some crates, and they're able to see the books. I'm like, found them. As Winona then say, Winona I need to get a drink 1 second. As Winona casts a spell that Arden doesn't recognize right away, as shadowy tendrils that look similar to puppet strings come out from her fingertips and hold one of the books. And makes it like hold still.
Awesome.
And Winona's like shouts, "Get the other one!"
Oh, okay. They will tackle it with their body.
Roll athletics, please.
Yeah. $21.
Oh yeah, you would have had to roll a 1 to fail because they rolled a 5. As you're able to tackle this book in a way that doesn't like have their quote teeth sink into you.
Awesome, really glad about that.
As Winona like holds their book and eventually gets closer and closer and nabs it with their own hands. And Winona just sighs in relief. Okay. We got them. I do not know how long this spell lasts, because I feel like it's a higher level spell, but I don't know what exactly spell this is. So let's just put them in my room and just lock the door for right now so they can't get out.
That's a good idea. Maybe you should get like a cage or something.
I'm definitely thinking about it now because they obviously can't be trusted anymore. Or at least I need to start locking my door on the way out so they can't get out of the room in general.
Yeah.
As Winona starts walking down and and starts leading them to their room.
Yeah. Arden keeps that one book securely gripped.
Yeah, speaking of rooms, do you have your own room here yet, or are you sort of just floating around still?
Floating around. Yeah,
or are you floating around just have someplace else to live?
Yeah, I've got a room in here. Don't really have much in it yet.
It's alright. My room kind of has some stuff. I'm still trying to get some more decorations up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the room was basically for the construction of Susan's enclosure than anything.
Okay.
You'll understand when you get there, as Wena shows you to her room, which I do also have a drawing of sketch, but you can at least get the layout of the room. Once I scroll long enough. There's Winona's room.
This is enclosure.
Yeah. You walk inside.
Burrowing and tunneling area.
Yeah. It's sort of like one of those like places where it has one of those like burrowing walls that you see in zoo where like for creatures that also like to burrow.
Yeah.
So there's like a burrowing section, and then in the more corner area of this thing, it's sort of like an open sort of flying enclosure similar to a bird aviary, but this one is modeled after a cave, it looks like, with backgrounds that look to be cave drawings and everything, and there's some fake moss in there, and it is sort of like crater that sort of like sort of has like their own little watering hole for them.
I'm just like, huh, that's pretty intricate.
Yeah, and let me show you what Sushin looks like.
Cat-sized bug.
Hopefully it'll let me. It's a cat-sized bug that looks like this. For Hollow Knight fans, this is a Vengefly.
Oh, those are big pincers.
And Susan just is sort of now that Wino comes back, they're out of their burrowing area and sort of just floating around because like it's sort of like a glass container. So it's just like the walls are made out of glass, so you can see into the enclosure. So now Susan is just eyeing the both of you as you enter the room.
Oh, I don't like it. She's looking at me.
She looks at. If it makes you feel any better, she looks at everyone like that.
Okay, I guess a little.
As Wynonna then close the door behind them. Closes the door behind them. As she then goes over to her wardrobe and opens up the door to her wardrobes. I again don't trust these things to not get out again, so they're going in the wardrobe for right now.
Good idea.
All right, we need to do this at the same time though. As she sort of opens the door. All right, we throw the books in there on 3, and we close the doors.
Okay.
All right.
I'm good at this. Yeah, I'm good at this. Okay. Wait,
just...
on 3 or 3, 2, 1, go?
Oh, okay.
Which one?
Go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have a little fun. Let's do acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Okay, yeah, that's fine for Wynonna. That's an 18 for Wynonna.
Nat 1.
You know, you only needed a nat 1.
Nat 1.
Roll a help action since Wynonna is right there.
Yeah. $23.
That's good. Wynonna goes 3, 2, 1, go, and Wynonna throws her book in there, but your book tries to squirm out like thrash really large. They thrash. But your book for a second tries to thrash out of your hands, but Wynonna helps you grab the book and throw it in there too, and then you both close the wardrobe.
Yeah. Arden gives it a giant yeet.
Yeah. You two, well, you book. Jewel, you are staying in there and until you learn your lesson, and when the spell wears off. As I'm gonna roll for hammer space. Okay, they make their hammer space, and Wynonna takes out some rope and ties the handles to the wardrobe together so they can't these books cannot get out.
Awesome.
Whew. Glad we got that handled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is my room. Why don't I just sort of just like waves around? Waves her hand around. Say the space.
Yeah. The enclosure's super cool.
Thanks. Uh, yeah, it's nothing much. The enclosure takes up most of the room, but got my bed, got my desk, got my nightstand, got a wardrobe, shelving. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Still a bit bare bone, but you know, baby steps.
Mine is more bare bones. It's okay. Mine is like a just single man apartment.
Well, I don't know if you like shopping or not, but I'm more than happy to go shopping with you if you want to like get more stuff for your room.
Do like shopping. I'm kind of working up the nerve to be in front of people and out in public for reasons.
Oh, I I almost don't want to like I don't want to impose like you don't have to answer. I was just more questioning what happened, but at the same time, I know a lot of crazy stuff goes up around here, so it's just like I don't want to like pry if it's too personal, you know.
I mean, it's thank you. I haven't tried to get better about saying it without exploding metaphorically. Um, and also I've been kind of thinking it would be kind of nice to talk to someone who hasn't known.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Why not sort of just goes over to her bed and sits on one side and sort of like invites you to either be on the bed or take up her like desk chair to the side of of her
Arden will
desk.
probably, yeah, Arden will probably take the desk chair. It's just awkwardly fidget and just like, the little plush kiddo. You've seen them around. Have you seen them around?
I think I've noticed them. Yeah, I don't know them or anything, but I've seen them around.
Awesome, perfect. That was me until like a few days ago.
Whoa, wow, yeah, you got a real design change.
uh, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it either. You look nice.
Thanks. It was kind of a whole psychologically unpleasant deal
Oh,
for various reasons.
and again, you don't have to go into those reasons, but I'm sorry to hear that. Do you at least now feel a bit more comfortable in your, as they say, in your skin?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Been doing a lot better.
I'm glad to hear at least that. Again, I don't know your deal or anything, and you have no obligation to tell me your deal. But it's just like, yeah, I'm that's good to know. Again,
Yeah.
I saw them around, but didn't know it was you. But now I get to know you. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That that's kind of the hard thing I've been dealing with because everyone that I've wanted to and should and have been telling this to like knew me very well. So
Uh huh.
now you can see why that would be awkward and
Yeah, a bit
uncomfortable.
awkward, a bit weird to say. Hey, he's like, hey, I went through this whole thing, and now I look almost completely different now. It's a very hard thing to bridge. I could see that.
Yeah, yeah. I had a growth spurt.
Yeah, but if, I'm sure people are gonna be just fine. Like you again, like us, at least us two, as you sort of reference to herself. We have design changes, maybe not as drastic, but it can be a drastic sometimes. But it's just like we have design changes every once in a while, and they can be like very minor to like yours, like extremely drastic change, and it's just like I'm pretty sure people, but that it's like I'm trying to say like I'm pretty sure people are gonna be okay with it, you know?
Yeah. It's a bit more complicated than a design change, but yeah.
Uh,
Thanks.
no, that's fair. That's fair. I'm just trying to like give a point of reference. It's just like more like to say like people here are really cool and like is they fine with stuff going down like this, you know?
A lot of weird stuff does happen here. I've realized that.
Yeah.
Weirdness is kind of the standard.
No, I agree, and I'm still getting used to it, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
But
I like it here.
yeah, I like is a despite everything, I do like it here also.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping someday I'll get answers too, as Winona sort of looks around behind you to the laptop.
They look back at where you're looking. Like, oh yeah, your demon.
Yeah, that's the laptop I was talking to you about. The story
Yeah.
try to fiddle with.
Yeah. How'd you say that they said that demon was shaped, by the way?
Uh, sort of like I think if I remember, sort of like a cartoon demonish shape, I think.
Was it like a goat of any kind, maybe?
No goat.
No goat. Okay. So, no, okay. Sick.
Do I have to worry about a goat demon somewhere here?
I don't know. They look very haunted.
Winona has prayer hands.
I don't know.
That's kind of concerning.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Does anyone know else about this goat?
You know what? She was incredibly out of pocket to me with that whole situation. I have no qualms about telling you this. Chloe knows. Chloe knows.
Winona nods. Okay, that's fair. That's sort of good that the tavern owner at least knows about a possible goat demon being here.
Yeah, Chloe knows a lot, apparently.
Maybe I should say ask her about that because I don't say depending on how like some demons are like it depends on what kind of demon they are, just depending on how much of a trouble this may be if we have two demons, you know?
He's an asshole.
So you actually met this demon? Or a goat person?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Alright, good to know. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
So, is a anything I should know in particular, like his power set or what is a because like demons like some are really tricksy, others are just like all power all the time, others really like magic.
I don't have a clue. He knows things. He knows things he shouldn't, and that's all I know.
Ah, I see. Sort of a diviner sort of situation. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Good to know.
I've been thinking about like demon summoning rituals to try and deal with that. Because I wasn't doing anything.
I see.
I wasn't doing anything.
Look, again, I know we just met, but I also looks at the laptop again. Look, I will try to help you get rid of this thing if you try to do anything yourself. Like, I don't want you to do this alone. And in return, I'm hoping that if it does come to, if it is a demon in my laptop, please also help me with my demon problem, possibly.
Yeah, sure. They say, still fully planning to handle their thing alone.
Fair enough.
They're not good at accepting help, Winona.
Honestly, fair. Winona has been also hard to accept help also. Maybe because she does not know what she's dealing with, so it's hard to figure out what help she needs, so she keeps quiet.
Yeah. Arden is going to attempt to summon him.
Oh no.
This'll be fine. Probably.
Though Winona does look at the laptop again, but it's like, though, out of curiosity, can you just, like, put your hand on top of the laptop, like, touch it? I'm curious if you will get it, I'm just curious. It should not affect you, because you're in the tavern.
Is there any chance that it'll do the madness thing? Is there any chance? Because I really mean it when I say that madness is not something that should happen to me.
No madness should happen.
No madness should happen. That doesn't mean it won't, Winona.
This is for science. Look, I will make sure to knock you out if something happens.
It's not really it.
No one has say every person, like Chloe's story is say Lewis is say everyone that I have met in this tavern, it does not affect. Even the rat I talked about earlier touched this laptop and it didn't do anything. So I am 99% certain that it will not happen.
Okay, even the rat. Okay. Okay, sure. Do you know like sleep spells or anything?
Yes. Winona says, like a liar, but she does have every other like hold person sort of like binding spell.
Winona says what, like a liar? She says
say,
yes.
I was making a John Delaney joke.
No, I know. I just didn't hear if you
Winona
said no
says,
or
like,
yes.
Winona says like yes, like a liar.
Okay. Yeah, I know the bit. You cut out specifically on Winona says like a liar.
Yeah. She said yes.
Okay. Arden gives a big thumbs up and goes, okay, have those ready. They'll get up and poke the laptop.
All right. Say, how are you poking the laptop?
One finger.
All right.
Like poking a potentially explosive thing.
Arden, do you want to make an Arcana check for me?
Yeah, my +9.
Since you said they are a bit sensitive in reality.
My +9, my 25.
Yeah, that's a good number. Arden, as you touch this laptop, no madness overcomes you at all. It is just like a smooth. There are like different stickers on this laptop, but nothing seems to like first suggest anything wrong with the laptop. It's just like you look at it and like it feels cold to the touch because it's been off for so long, but it doesn't like upon like first touch doesn't feel like any different from a normal laptop. However, as you like sort of like leave it there for a second, because you are made of magic and you do feel you are sensitive, you do get not chill down your spine, but you sort of just get a like feeling of you get a feeling that yeah, this laptop is extremely magical, but not in any way you can describe. It almost it's not demonic, but it's also not holy. It feels something completely different. Almost kind of feel like. Sorry, what you said?
You keep going, because I was gonna. You keep going.
Kind of feels like the universe itself in a way.
They take their hand away from the laptop pretty quick and go like, ah, yeah, you got something pecking weird in there.
Winona does sort of like visibly sort of relax and sigh in relief.
Ah, yeah, you got something pecking weird in there.
Anything like, how does it, like, what did you feel and or see and or something else?
Well, it's not a demon.
I don't know, say, smiles as she sort of like sighs. She sort of just like, again, sort of now even more relieved, more relaxed, like, okay. Not demonic, at least on. Oh, bless me.
Bless you.
Oh, jeez. Oh, bless me.
Bless you.
Big sneeze.
Big sneeze.
Well, that's good. Doesn't feel demonic at the touch. Awesome. Did you feel
I
it?
don't know what that.
Sorry, you go?
Yeah, I don't know what that thing is. That's like not of this world, Winona.
Winona looks at the laptop. I mean, fair enough. I had this I'm not very sure if you're known how some tunes are born, but some tunes in Inkwell are just like, it's like, say pop right out of the ground, and I was like, what are those tunes? Like, I just popped out of the ground just like this. And the laptop was already there when I like came into existence.
Oh, that's packed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I'm glad that at least upon first contact, it doesn't feel demonic. It never felt to me, but I'm glad to have a second opinion,
Yeah. Winona, that's bad.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but it hasn't hurt anyone technically yet.
Okay.
But
I suppose that part's good.
Yeah. Ugh. But I thank you for indulging me on that.
You're welcome. And you said it gave people madness?
Basically, that's the only thing I can describe, like outside the tavern beforehand, like someone random just touched the laptop and then they just ran off screaming, saying like weird shit.
What kind of weird, Winona?
Basically, it's just like this say sort of like madness is just like sometimes it's just screams, other times they say like they seen other worlds. It's like, or like say this life is a lie.
So I told you how it feels like it's not of this world, right? I told you that part, right?
No, I agree. I say that is going into my notebook as my note to say, let's see if she can do another, say, yep, say hammer space, takes out a smaller, say, notebook and writes this down.
Yeah, that would kind of explain it. That would kind of explain it, I think.
Yeah, and like, I don't think it could be taken apart because like Story tried to unscrew it and it just zapped them. It zapped them and like they were in the laptop, but their like physical body was like still holding it. It was just like weird.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with this is, and I'm trying to like be cautious as I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, at least it's not a demon.
Yeah, we can at least say it's not a demon.
At least it's not a demon.
At least it's not a demon.
At least it's not a demon.
Yeah.
Sick.
Hey, were there still donuts left out in the kitchen?
Yeah, I only took like 2.
Oh, good. I know you just ate, but do you want to just have some more donuts?
I will pretty much never turn down food. So, yes.
Awesome. Do you like coffee?
Nope.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna get a cup for myself then.
Awesome.
And I say I'm not very sure if you had anything else you wanted to add, but I think that'd be a fun,
No.
nice place to have there. They go and get their their donuts, and then Winona also gets a coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah. Ah. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. And thank you everyone who is listening to this recording of this FPS. I hope you have a good time zone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.